Hello everyone. So today let's discuss the next part of the flower, that is the first hole of a flower, the calyx. Okay, this is the lowermost hole and the green colored hole of a flower. The individual units of calyx are known as the sepals. Now, as they are green in color, so basically their main function is to perform photosynthesis, and plus they provide protection to the essential holes. Okay, that is the androecium and gynoecium. Now, sometimes what happen, the calyx may be colorful. If it is colorful, then we call it as a petalloid type of calyx. Okay, petalloid calyx means a colorful calyx. Again, a calyx may be free. That means the sepals may be free. Then it is known as polysepalous condition. If the sepals are fused, then it is known as gamosepalous. Now, there may be different types of gamosepalous calyx. Okay, so as you can see in the diagram, this is the toothed type. That means here small pointed outgrowths, as you can see, this is small curvings or outgrowths are there. So this is called the toothed type of calyx. The next type is the fid. That means here the fusion is up to half. So if we consider from this one, isn't it, that means this is a fused type. So this fused type, only upper portion a bit outgrowth is there, and here up till half it is fused. Then next is the partite type. Here the fusion is less than half. Okay, and the last one is the connate type. Here the fusion occurs only at the base, remaining all are free. Okay, so these are the four different types of calyx according to how they are joined or till how much position they are joined. Now, their arrangement of the sepals, according to that arrangement, they may again have different type of estivations. Like they may be open type where the margins are not fused with one another, or it may be velvet where the adjacent margins they touch one another, okay, but they do not overlap. Then induplicate type where the margins project inwardly. Then reduplicate type, okay, where the margins bend outwardly. Involute where the margins roll towards the inner side. Twisted where one side is inside, one margin is inside, one margin outside. That means the sepals will overlap one another. Quincunxial where both the margins of two sepals are being overlapped and two free. That means one will completely inside, one is completely outside. And imbricate, which is irregular overlapping of the margins. So based on that arrangement, there are different types of estivations as found in case of the calyx. Now again the gamosepalous calyx may be of different types. Okay, so first is the campanulate type. Campanulate type, that is a bell-shaped structure. Okay, as we observe in case of petunia. Infundibuliform, which is funnel-shaped, observe in case of atropa. Tubular, tube-like, which is observed in case of verbena. Cupulate, cup-like, observed in case of gossypium. So here you can see this one, this is the campanulate type. It is somewhat like a bell-shaped structure. This is infundibuliform, tube-like structure, funnel-like structure. Tubular, a tube-like structure. Cupulate, cup-like structure. This is urceolate, urn-shaped structure, which is observed in case of dianthus. Okay, globose, where the sepals are all condensed. Okay, this is observed in case of raspberry. Then hooded, one calyx, it enlarges and forms a hood-like structure, as for example in aconitum. Bilabiate, it appears like two lips. Okay, example ocimum. Spurred type, here one occurs like a beak of a beak. Okay, so this is called the spurred type. It is observed in case of larkspur. Spinous type, the sepals are transformed into spine. Example trappa. Sometimes the sepals are arranged in hairy or pappus like condition. So this is known as pappus type. Okay, it is observed in case of Soncus. So these are all the different types of Gamosepalous calyx. Okay. Another one we find, that is the Caducus. In Caducus, the sepals are falling down. As you can see, these are the falling calyx. Okay. So this is a different type of Gamosepalous condition. Now sometimes in some flowers, basically in Malvaceae family, China rose, okay, Hibiscus rosa sinensis, and in case of strawberry in Rosaceae family, these type of flowers, they have some extra structures, green colored structures, which is known as epicalyx or hypocalyx. Okay, these are extra outside the calyx, these are present. Now next we come to the second hole of the flower, that is the corolla. Okay, this is the colorful hole, and here main function is to provide pollination. Okay, that means it will attract the insect due to its color, and secondly provide protection to the essential holes. Now here also, if the petals are green in color, it is known as sepaloid. Okay, if they are free, it is polypetalous condition. If they are fused, then it is known as gamopetalous condition. Again, the polypetalous may be of different types. One is cruciform, where the petals number is 4 and they are occurring like a cross-shaped structure. Caryophyllaceous, which is observed in dianthus. Here the corolla has 5 petals and they are forming long claw, horizontal bent-like structures. Okay. Then next one is observed in case of Rosaceae. This is called Rosaceae. These are sessile short-clawed petals which are spreading horizontally. And the last one is the Papilionaceous. Here we observe 5 different types of petals. The larger one is known as vexillum. The smaller 2 are known as wings or alae, and the smallest one, where the petals are just joined at one portion, these are known as carina or kill. So here we observe 3 different types of petals. This is Papilionaceous. Then Gamosepalous Gamopetalous corolla is again divided into different forms. As for example, the campanulate type, similar to the calyx, it is bell-shaped. Infundibuliform, which is funnel-shaped. Tubular, which is tube-like structure. Orceolate, which is urn-shaped. Okay, then hypocrateriform, this is long tubular with spreading lobes. Okay, you can see this structure and this structure. Here the tube is short, here the tube is long. Then rotate, where the tube is short. Okay, then ligulate, here the strap-like with a tubular base is present. This we observe in case of ray florets of sunflower. This tubular, the disc floret of sunflower. Then the bilabiate one, where it occurs like 2 lips. Okay, and this is the spurred one, last one. That means the beak-like outgrowth, which is observed in case of larkspur. So these are the all different types of Gamopetalous corolla. As we observe in Gamosepalous calyx, now here these are Gamopetalous corolla. Okay. Now when we are talking about the petals, so definitely next we come to the term estivation. Estivation means the arrangement of petals in the floral bud. Okay, in the floral axis, how they are arranged, that particular phenomenon is known as estivation. Now there are definitely different types of estivation. So first type is the open type. So as you can see in the diagram, this indicates the different types of petals. Okay, so here you can see that their margins are far apart. That means the type of estivation where the margin of the petals, they do not overlap nor they are close to one another. So this type is called the open type. Similar type is the velvet type, but here what happened, the margins come close together and they almost just attach to one another. Okay, they do not overlap but they are very close to one another. This is called the velvet type. Then next one is the twisted type of estivation. So here you see one margin, they are overlapping type. One margin is inside, one is outside. One is inside, one is outside. That means they are overlapping type. So this is called the twisted estivation. Then next one is the imbricate estivation. So here one petal is completely inside and one petal is completely outside. Others are all like twisted type. But here difference is observed in these two, one inside, one outside. Again similar quincuntial, here also two petals are outside, two petals are inside, one is showing the twisted type. Okay, that means one margin is inside, one outside, but otherwise these two are completely inside, these two are completely outside. If one petal inside outside, imbricate. If two petals, quincuntial. Then this is the ascending imbricate type. Here the posterior petal, it is inside. Okay, that's why this is called ascending imbricate. And if the posterior petal is outside, the larger one, then it is called the descending imbricate. Okay, so these are the different types of estivation which we observe in the plants around us. Okay, how the leaves are, floral leaves are arranged. So based on that, there are different types of estivations. Now, while studying the calyx and corolla, another term we come across is the perianth. Perianth means the collective name of the non-essential floral organs. That means when we cannot distinguish between the sepals and petals, okay, which is sepal, which is petal, then that particular flower condition is known as the perianth. And their individual units are known as tepals. If the tepals are free, polytepalous. If they are fused, then it is known as gamotepalous. Okay, so these are the two non-essential holes of an angiospermic flower, the calyx and the corolla. Calyx with individual units sepals and corolla with the individual units petals. Okay, so again another important term you have to remember: if fused calyx, gamosepalous; if fused petals, gamopetalous; if free calyx, polysepalous; if free petals, polypetalous. Okay, these two terms are important. So hope this video is clear to you. Go to it, and in the next video we will definitely discuss about the essential holes. So these are the two non-essential holes we are discussing. So if you have any problem, then let me know.